If you've been seeing Vaultbreakers pop-ups lately and you're trying to figure out what kind of game this actually is, MOBA, action RPG, extraction, PvP, PvE, or just some unholy combination of all of those, this video is for you. This is a playtest overview based on real gameplay, not a review. And by the end of it, you should know whether Vaultbreakers is something you want to be keeping your eye on, or safely ignoring. At its core, Vaultbreakers is actually an action RPG with instance run, real time combat, and extraction style risk and reward. Much like any other extraction game, you load into a session, you fight enemies, collect loot, potentially run into other players, and then you make the most important decision in the game: when to get out. It's not a pure PvE game, although sometimes it feels that way. It's not a full scale battle royale either, and it's definitely not a chill loot simulator. Vaultbreakers lives in the uncomfortable middle space where you're always asking yourself, do I push a little further, or do I just leave before I lose everything? You enter a run, fight enemies, loot gear and resources, and then decide whether to extract or keep pushing. The longer you stay in, the better the rewards, but also the higher the risk. And yes, death matters. It's not just a game where you face tank everything and shrug it off. Mistakes add up, bad positioning gets punished, and sometimes the correct play is just leaving with what you've got instead of getting greedy. Which, of course, I've never done. Every run feels like a series of small decisions that stack on top of each other, and that's where Vaultbreakers really starts to shine. Combat in Vaultbreakers is real-time and ability-driven. It's not a tab targeting, and it's not mindless button mashing either. Kind of is the crossbreed between a MOBA and an RPG. Positioning matters, dodging matters, timing matters. Abilities feel impactful, and the characters have clear identities, even in these early playtests. You can tell the developers want fights to feel deliberate instead of spammy, which is personally really appreciated. It's the kind of combat where if you mess up, you usually know why you messed up, which is both satisfying and occasionally humbling. There's gear progression, build experimentation, and a clear sense that long-term systems are being tested rather than fully fleshed out. Some things feel intentionally lightweight right now, and that's fine. What matters is that the foundation is really solid. You can already see how builds could evolve, how risk scales with reward, and how progression could become very addicting once everything is fully online. Vaultbreakers is really going to click with you if you enjoy extraction style tension, action combat that rewards skill, risk versus reward decision making. You might not like this game if you want a pure PvE experience. You hate unpredictable PvP encounters, or you're looking for fully finished progression system right now. This is not the turn off your brain game. Vaultbreakers asks you to stay engaged. And that's absolutely okay if that's not your thing. As of this playtest, Vaultbreakers feels like it's a game focused on testing ideas, not showing off polish. And honestly, that's a good sign. This current playtest runs until February 16th, but don't worry if you miss it. There's another one coming in June. Interest around the game is clearly growing, even from a content perspective. People are actively searching for information. I made this video to give people a little bit more context on what this game actually is and whether or not it's worth picking up. If the developers continue refining combat, progression, and long-term systems, this could end up being something really special in the action RPG space. This is a first look overview based on the current playtests. As things stand, they will definitely be changing over time. I'll be jumping into future playtests and breaking things down as they evolve. Make sure you stick around because I'll be diving deep into each of the Vaultbreakers individually and all of the systems as well, like the challenges, the perks, and the collections. And I'll be giving you guys a full rundown of how Haven, the player hub, works. I'll be linking their Steam page down below and their Discord, which they're very active in. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe if you guys want to stay up to date with what's going on with Vaultbreakers. Oh, and if you try it, remember, the only thing worse than dying with loot is dying because you stayed just a little too long. Ask me how I know.